I have been able to genuinely, after many, many years of, I guess, historical resentment, things that haven't gone to plan, I really feel like I've let go. And compassion was one of the big drivers of that. And I feel like, you know, even with family, I'm just making a new history with everyone in their own different ways. I feel like I've just buried it in a history cemetery, you know, all that stuff before. It just doesn't serve me anymore. And yeah, the ego just, I feel like it's shrunk so much. It rears its head every now and then, obviously, but I just feel like love and compassion is more at the forefront rather than the, what's right at this time. Yeah, so alhamdulillah, I feel so content that that's the case for me.
So I feel like, you know, Allah answered my du'ats for certainty, for clarity in my direction through coaching, through joining the certification program, doing it with my mum as well. That was amazing to have someone there, to have someone there by my side that I could reflect with. Every day. I really enjoyed all the conversations that we had from the very beginning, of the program till up until today. We always have deep conversations that I really enjoy. As for me, I'd like to reflect on, I guess, the three big relationships in life that we tend to reflect on. And that's relationship with self, with others, and with Allah. So my relationship with myself, I feel like I'm more at peace, and it's it's a deep knowing that everything is going to be okay, and no matter what, and that no matter what is happening on the outside, most of which I can't control, I can control one big piece of the puzzle, which is the mind that Allah has blessed us with. And so I feel like that's the key. And now that I know, now that I have the key, I can access my, inner mental well-being, inner peace, inner calm, as soon as I guess, remember where my thoughts are coming from.
Yeah, I just opened up, the Wheel of Life and reflections, and after a year, subhanAllah, my purpose, what's the last, and what I'd like to shift this year. When I look at the Wheel of Life, um, the things may not have shifted a lot in the Wheel of Life, because the Wheel of Life, what I have marked is I've marked it as what's outside of me, my spirituality, my health, my family, and everything. And it was all outside, you know. So has the outside changed? No, the outside hasn't changed. But was this journey about outside? No, this journey was about inside. And that is what has changed. That's the biggest thing that has shifted, subhanAllah. And and I tell people in general in my life that Allah has blessed me with some important people that I was able to personally work with, right? I did my Quran course in the year 2000. That was Al Huda. So at the beginning of my journey, and I had done my high school at that time. So my beginning of my journey was guidance. Then I was 20. What is the year when I did Bayana, which brought a lot of clarity in my life? And Bayana stands for clarity. So it was from guidance to clarity. And then usually I talk about conviction, from guidance to clarity to conviction. I'm not working for Yaqeen at the moment, but I used to volunteer. And of course, Sheikh Omar Suleiman being here, of course, we listen to him all the time. We follow him all the time. So that's what I used to tell people, that my journey of my life is from guidance to clarity to conviction. But I was saying conviction is the end, but it's not the end. And I'm hoping it's not maybe it is the last. The end is peace. It is peace. SubhanAllah. I've never felt that peaceful in my life. And as I was reading my purpose, why am I here? And I've written in all the parts, 1, 2, 3, why am I here? What I want to complete with the certification. So at the beginning, all I've written in all the three is guilt, sadness, emptiness. That's all I've written, right? And that was inside of me. After of beautiful journeys that Allah has given me, of guidance, of clarity, right, of conviction, there was still sadness inside of me. There was still emptiness inside of me. With my Quran course, I had found my Rabb. Alhamdulillah, I did. But subhanAllah, with this certification, I found myself.
Yes, it's been an amazing journey. It's not what I thought. My intentions at the beginning it wasn't what Allah had planned. It was me to help others, help my family, help my friends, because I thought that's it. I'm okay. But alhamdulillah, subhanallah, so many things inside me have changed. First of all, mostly things about myself and just my relationship with myself, as Eden said. There was so much inside me that was dormant, but it was still hurting me. And I've managed to sort of look at that, address that, and that burden's shifted. It's not there anymore. Alhamdulillah. Some things that I'd given up on, there's no hope. There's nothing can change now. So I've changed so much, and that's affecting my relationships. And it's this in my home. It's so much more peaceful, and it's not that fake peace. I used to have that peace. Okay, keep the peace, stay quiet. But there was so much anger and bitterness. But it's no longer there. There's more genuine smiling and laughter. Alhamdulillah.
I feel quite emotional actually, and I hope I don't cry, because I started my journey with you all crying a lot. I don't want to end it crying today. So subhanallah, this journey has been really a blessing for me, a huge blessing. I was in a very difficult situation, which maybe I put myself in. Now I can see through my own thoughts, and it was spiraling out of control. Catherine, I had this chat with you a few days ago that I was searching for help and support, and everywhere I kind of reached out, either I got the door closed or it was more pain due to, the language that was being used. And I didn't want to be in any more pain, subhanAllah. So when I had that conversation with yourself after, watching a few videos and learning a little bit about, I didn't really understand what this means, the inside of paradigm and feelings come from thoughts. So when I had that first chat with you online, and subhanAllah, I just felt this is different. This is something that's comforting my soul, and it's easier, it's the language is easy, and there doesn't seem to be no digging out old traumas. And actually something that really hugely helped me was that you speaking about your own journey and the things that you've endured from childhood. And you was explicit in that, and you had no fear about talking about that. You was open to sharing that. And I found that magnificent.
So for me, it was almost like my journey really began towards the end of the certification. That's when a whole lot of my shifts happened. Some had happened before. Even my daughter had commented that, she had noticed change in me. Because, when you're blaming your circumstance, you tend to also get angry a lot. And she had noticed I was calmer, more. So yes, I got inner peace. I was able to, be okay where I was. And anytime I started to feel anxious or anything, this understanding made me realize my feelings were coming from myself. So I'll actually say to myself, okay, take a minute, look at what's happening, what's making you feel like this? What are the thoughts you're having? And alhamdulillah, that was a really good thing, because I was most of the time able to identify the thoughts. Sometimes the thoughts are so kind of like fleeting and instinctive, you don't realize you had the thought. But thanks to this understanding, I was able to take a pause and recognize, oh, okay, this is actually my thinking, and this is why I'm feeling this way. And sometimes I'm not able to recognize the thinking, but I know it's the thought. So I'm able to be calm with myself and let it pass.
So congratulations. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for showing up the way you've all showed up for yourselves and for each other and for, of course, for Allah.